What do you think we're making today? That's right, we're giving you Uncle Bub's famous recipe for his chili. Today on A Bub's Life. So to make my famous chili, some of the ingredients you're going to need some special ingredients. Well, not really. Anything you can find at your local grocery store. I like using canned goods just because it's a lot easier, less prep, takes less time. I'm single and all, bachelor man, so this is the Bachelor Man Uncle Bub's chili. Just for you out there. So, anyway, what we started off with is you're going to need a can of mushrooms, which I just put in the pot already. So I've already got the can of mushrooms in the bottom of the pot. You'll need at least 2 cans. One of dark red chili beans, and then you'll need another one of light red chili beans. I'm using Wildwood just because I'm on a budget. I go to Save-A-Lot. And you're also going to need at least 1 can of chunky salsa. Okay. That takes care of all your prep. You don't have to worry about cutting onions, cutting all that stuff, crying, and all that good stuff. Now we're going to just put this straight in the pot to start marinating with the mushrooms. So that is already in there. Bingo. I'll give it a little bit of a rinse out, not much, just because you don't need a lot of moisture in your chili, because we are going to be using a thickening agent, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and we'll take our lid, put it right back on top, drain the juices directly out of there, because you really don't need the extra moisture in your chili. I'm personally not a type person, I don't think chili should be soupy. I think chili should honestly be thick. You know, it should be a hearty meal. And that's what we're going after, a rootin' and tootin', heartiest meal you'll ever find. All right, so we're gonna keep going here. I'm gonna just get the rest of these. And you also need 1 can of crushed tomatoes, because I find that there's not enough tomatoes a lot in the salsa. But you know, so you're gonna have 1 can of crushed tomatoes, and these ones I will keep the juice in, because it's got all that flavor of tomatoes in the tomato juice itself. Okay, got our tomatoes in there. We've got our mushrooms in there, our tomatoes in there. We've got our salsa in there. Now we got to add the other 2 cans of chili beans, 3 cans of chili beans, or kidney beans rather. And you know, if you like, you can do a substitution. You can add black beans to your chili, which I like to sometimes. Add pintos. You don't necessarily have to use kidney beans, but I use kidney beans because they're full body and they're just traditional ingredient we've used since I was a kid in our chili since I was growing up. So, here we go. Now we're going to have, what's beautiful about chili is you can actually go ahead and just make it, sit it on a crock pot, and man, you can eat it for a couple of days. You just go ahead and put the seasoning mix directly into the chili pot. Okay, we let that go ahead and simmer. Spatula for this one, because we can fold in our ingredients, guys. So everything will fold in and mesh nicely together. So, this doesn't take long to cook at all. Give it a couple. This pot, you gotta see what I see in the pot. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Around our sausage together, and what I like to do is I like to put our seasonings in there, mixing it up as it's starting to cook. It'll marinate all together. So you're going to add at least a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion directly to your meats, as well as black pepper to taste. So, and a little bit of salt. So let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to start with just the sausage. I'm going to use a half a ton of sausage, so I can use just a little bit for flavor. I'm not going to be using it all. So we got our hamburger melting in the pan right now. We're mixing it right up for you. We've already added our seasonings, so we just kind of keep going until it's nice and brown. Get it all mixed up nicely, and then we're just going to slap it directly in with a little bit of the grease just for the flavor, not much, but just a little bit in there. I try not to drain the beef too much, because you don't want to lose all that wonderful flavor that's in there. So, now you can also substitute the sausage for lamb. You can do lamb. You can do pork if you like. You can do ground beef. You know, for those vegetarians, they could probably use tofu of some sort. You know, I don't really know. But mushrooms, use mushrooms. Mushrooms are bigger. The big, thicker portobello mushrooms will give you that meaty taste, but you wouldn't have to worry about any of the guilt for those who don't like beef or like meat. Me, on the other hand, I am a meat eater, so we are definitely going to be eating some meat here. I might do a few other recipes throughout my vlog. You know, again, This is just stuff that I'm learning along the way, and I kind of want to share with you guys. Of course, just like anything else, you want to taste. That's gonna be good. This chili is gonna be amazing, guys. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna come along so nice. All right, guys. We'll be back. We're gonna put everything in there. Now, there is one secret ingredient I like to add to my chili to make it a thicker chili. Besides all the meat. There's a lot of meat going in this chili. An awful lot of meat, which is okay. It is going to make some nice flavor. It really is. So get it nice and brown so that way it's nice and cooked all the way through. Alright. It's tasting pretty good. That's got some flavor to it, baby. Some flavor! Alright, I'm going to head and stop real quick, guys. I got to head and drain off some of this meat, get this meat into the chili. We'll mix that all up, show you what it looks like in the pot, and you just let it cook. Oh, now, I forgot to tell you about my secret ingredient. My secret ingredient is grated Parmesan cheese. You use Parmesan cheese, it helps to thicken it up. I like to use, in about this size pot, I'll probably use a full cup of Parmesan cheese. And that is what it looks like as it's all coming together. Presentation. Enjoy. So there you have it, Uncle Bub's chili recipe on an episode of A Bub's Life. Stay warm, stay loved, stay healthy. We'll see you guys next time.